So APLD, or Applied Digital, just made some moves recently that could reshape the future of AI data centers. While everyone is chasing NVIDIA, this stock also is building the data centers used by a lot of big tech and could be the backbone of the AI revolution. In this video, I'm going to break down the catalyst behind APLD, what Wall Street might not be covering, as there's a lot of hype articles, but this could be potentially a smart long-term play. The near term, it's a little bit contrary to what some people think, as it has sold off from those big highs. I think that it's finding support here at around this $9.50 range. We just entered a trade in it today after it sold off about 8%, and we're looking for a potential recovery. Really, from the support, there's about a 12% swing potential up into that $10.50 range. Now, we could see the market pull back more. It could maybe not make that move and continue down. It's quite possible. But one thing to note is that data centers are one of the main things that are driving, or at least become the fuel to continue the growth of AI. So when we look at APLD, a couple things to consider. They've had some recent articles, including this $7 billion deal with CoreWeave for a construction of a data center. They build data centers using workloads directly to the point of generation. So just kind of general overview, the market that they're in is a fast growing market. They are in obviously AI, but data centers. And then when you have the focus, let's go APLD stock, you can see the financials. The market's growing, but so are some of their balance sheets. You see their total assets increasing. This is pretty common, as most big tech companies in 2024 announced they would be investing heavily in the development of data centers. And then when you look at Applied Digital, some of their partnerships include Supermicro. Supermicro, for example, builds the housing that holds a lot of the servers together and the actual GPUs, the housing for the GPUs. They got partnerships with xAI, NVIDIA, and some others. Then you see that they have some other companies listed here, including Intel, Hewlett Packard, so HP, as well as NVIDIA. And why are we watching them in the near term? Well, they're focusing on data centers, but they're focusing in a way that's a little different than what traditional data centers are. Most data centers in the past have been general purpose, maybe not fully optimized for the scalability and infrastructure design of AI. And with these APLD next-gen data centers, they're focusing specifically on bringing workloads directly to the point of generation. So again, having the wind turbines, or having the grid in a convenient place, or having solar panels, or having hydroelectric, so water building into the power sources for these. Then you also have a new 250 megawatts AI data center lease with CoreWeave. So, and that's in North Dakota. So they have these new developments. It seems like the financials were kind of heating up on the revenue side. We saw them get up above that $50 million a quarter mark. Net income was a bit negative, actually fairly negative, but their total assets we did see increase. Their liabilities are high, a little bit higher than you'd like to see, but their liabilities haven't been rising as much as their assets, which indicates growth. When it comes to the analysis, so we kind of went through the market, then the financials. Now we're kind of looking at the charts, and we also got to touch a little on the news. APLD is consolidating in between this $9.50 support and this level, this $10.50 resistance level that we see them consolidating from left to right. So there's a strong support at $9.50. It's possible it breaks below. If it does, there's conservative estimates that it could potentially reach back down to that $6 or even $3 range. But I think what's more than likely is that we would see them potentially bounce here, maybe even continue some of this trend and develop into some of these highs in $10.50, if not up into this $12 or $13 range. That's what I would expect based on the value that they're bringing. But it's possible, again, if we have a greater market sell-off like we kind of did today, maybe it drives the stock down a little bit. it's possible we see it break that level. So on the near term, I am having a stop loss somewhere around $9. When we're investing it, we're looking for this swing up into these resistance levels. That's about a 15% margin for profit. So now we get into the margins. You got a little bit of risk there, about 2%, but we're looking for this 12% swing. If we see a recovery back up into these levels and a breakout, that's about a 36% upside. And then, of course, if we get up into these previous highs, we're talking about a 60% or more potential increase. Now, given that the stock has sold down significantly today, about 7%, and that's why we kind of entered here, and given that they are at a previous support, we're looking for that to potentially play out. If it doesn't, that's totally fine too, but I would expect some potential for the company to kick in as they've sold down from that $15 price point. So we'll be watching it closely. When I first discovered APLD, it was right around when I was searching which companies are building data centers for, NVIDIA or AMD or Intel or what have you. And Applied Digital came up as one of the main players. Not just for big tech, they also are, building data centers for Bitcoin miners and people that are having companies in the crypto space as well. And this is a strong support, a previous resistance there. We can see if it holds. If it doesn't, again, kind of the overall trend here has had this resistance level down here, up here at around $15 or $16 a share. I guess the very conservative approach would be that we're on a cliffhanger here. We see it continue to sell down in that $5 or $6 range. So there should be some caution given the near term, but I think the long term looks fairly promising. Just got to watch out for institutional manipulation. We saw some big pushes up here, up to about $34 a share from what was just around $1 a share. And I guess it was relative. A lot of hype kicked in. Now we're starting to see it have some more conservative market cap build. And that's why we're looking for that 10% margin to 30% margin for profit. So I'll keep you guys updated on the stock. And if you'd like to stay up to date, see our daily live trading. I just actually had a trade on APLD this morning. If I can pull up our position, I don't think we're doing too hot so far. It hasn't really moved. We're up about $33. So basically, some lunch. But basically, when we're watching this, we waited for this huge sell down at market open, about 9 or 10%, and we ended up buying in a small position. To be honest, I have a lot of cash and a lot of other investments right now, and so we only had around 2 or 3K in buying power. I guess we could have done more, and I could have allocated some capital, but I wasn't in a rush. This morning, we were just in our live session in StockMate, and I said, this is a really big sell-off. Let's see if it can recover. It started to find that support, so we entered right here at 947. So we've seen it kind of push up into 993. It's still holding at 960. Not a lot happening here. We have a stop set here at $9.26. So again, managing risk and looking for that, what would be, I think it was about a $300 to $500 margin for profit if it can make this move in the next day or so. So that's what we're watching here on APLD. And guys, if you ever want to join us in our daily live trading sessions, second link below. Also, you might not know, I'll send you a t-shirt anywhere in the world. Some people are like, well, do I get a t-shirt if I'm in Denmark? Do I get a t-shirt if I'm in the UK? Yes, you do. I'll send it from California to you. All you have to do is claim it after enrolling in lifetime access. And if you want to join us in lifetime access, you probably already know, lifetime access is going away. It's daily live trading every day at 6:30 a.m. I'm there at market open. There's about 50 other stockmates or more, sometimes less, right at market open, 6:30 a.m. or 9:30 Eastern. And when it comes down to the investing side of things, it's just amazing to see all the people in building out such great analytics. And some of these plays recently have come as a result of research from stockmates. So if you want to surround yourself with other investors as well, it's a great place to do that. So I'd encourage you to simply take a look. Again, it's that second link below. And if you want to join us there tomorrow morning, that's where you do it. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know your comments on APLD down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.